DiJonai Carrington, fingernail to the eye. Caitlin Clark gets a bit of a black eye, and the accusations immediately started flying that she targeted her in the eye. She was basically made out to be this huge villain, and there are a lot of people who believe that she did it on purpose. All you have to do is go out and look at all the clickbait that's on the internet of people with their hot takes. I'm looking at you, Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock got over 300,000 views on his YouTube channel, basically speaking with certainty that Caitlin Clark was attacked by DiJonai Carrington and that she was targeted with these fake fingernails and she was trying to claw her pupils out of her head. Look, as I said on this program, it's a contact sport. Have you ever played basketball? Have you ever played any contact sport, but it's just basketball? Have you ever gone down to the YMCA and played basketball? Have you ever played basketball in the driveway? Have you ever gone down to a park and played basketball? People get stitches. People catch elbows. People catch fingers. People get hit in the face. People get black eyes. It happens. If you're playing hard, things happen. Probably every basketball game that is played, somebody gets a finger in the eye, at least somewhere during that game. Somebody catches an elbow. Somebody gets hit in the face. This is what happens when you have athletic people moving arms and legs, limbs are moving about in a competitive situation. I think it's absolutely unfair to DiJonai Carrington to accuse her of trying to poke somebody's eye and functionally blind them and speak about that as though you have 100% certainty that that is the truth. Let's take a look at what Caitlin Clark herself had to say if you're not persuaded by my opinion.
Circling back on the play with your eye, what would you say to the crowd of people that think a hit like that was intentional and maybe even warrants a suspension?
It wasn't intentional by any means. You just watched the play. It wasn't intentional.
All right. Thank you, Caitlin.
Thanks, Caitlin.
I think that she really means that. There's going to be some people who are going to say, well, Caitlin Clark's just too nice. She won't say it or whatever. I think Caitlin Clark absolutely believes what she just said. And based upon her reaction, I think she finds it to be a silly question. And I agree with her because absent some real reason to believe that DiJonai Carrington is just a horrible human being, I think she deserves the benefit of the doubt on a play like that. Let's take a look at what Carrington herself had to say about it.
I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye. That doesn't even make sense to me, but no, I didn't. I didn't know I hit her, actually. I was trying to make a play on the ball, and I guess I followed through and I hit her, so obviously it's never intentional. That's not even like the type of player that I am.
We got to make sweeping conclusions, and we got to make them quickly because we're all competing with each other for eyeballs in the modern media landscape. You got to have the boldest take, and you better have it the fastest because that's how you make money. But guess what? I'm going to say what I think is true. And I said it on this program previously this week. I'm going to reiterate it now. Nobody is served by a rush to judgment other than the people who line their pockets by coming up with extraordinary opinions about ordinary plays. And I think that that was a basketball play. A stray finger caught Caitlin Clark in the eye. I give Carrington the benefit of the doubt. I'm sure that Caitlin Clark has watched that tape back. I think she found it to be silly. And Ronnie, what do you make of the situation here where we see things happen that are pretty common occurrences, and yet people want to read all of this narrative and all of this extra stuff into it because that's what sells?
Before he goes, I'm just going to be honest. Look, so this is why I tell people, Caitlin Clark, when she gives these answers, I've been seeing a lot of comments very frustrated with Caitlin Clark because she's giving a very passive answer, and it's giving firepower for a lot of mainstream media to go ahead and say that her fans and everybody are crazy for going along with this storyline. Dude, if you look at the angle where Carrington goes to block the shot or whatever, you don't go from here down here like this. You just don't. It doesn't happen. And I get it. If you're going to give her the benefit of the doubt, 100% kudos to you. You're standing on your own word. No problem. For me, what I saw is a very early foul, a minute and a half into the game, which affected her vision and affected her play tremendously. I'm just being honest. And then you add that in with the bad reffing and the bad calls, plus the no calls on Caitlin Clark. There's just a lot that went on, but let's keep it within the DiJonai Carrington situation, right? Carrington, again, this is part of when I say, hey, Cheryl Swoops, watch what you do. See, Carrington has a past with Caitlin Clark. She has a past of showing very hatred moments, a lot of moments where she hates and doesn't like Clark. They go at it. So guess what we're going to look at? Every time you do something to Caitlin Clark, it's going to be like, oh, she did it on purpose. You're trying to hurt Caitlin. You have it in the past. You've been tweeting for the past month. You don't like Caitlin Clark. We know it. So it doesn't help your case when you say and you act like you had no idea you hit Caitlin Clark. You had no idea you hit Caitlin Clark in the face. So nobody looked at it. The officiators didn't look at it. The officials didn't look at it. Nobody helped her really. Carrington didn't say my bad. You know what you did. And then we saw you guys laughing. You and your teammate Mabry. Everybody saw it. It was sent to me on my Twitter. So it's like, so now you're defending Carrington and giving her the benefit of the doubt. So now it's okay for us to do basketball plays, which could have led to a serious problem for Caitlin Clark. It wasn't even reviewed. Not even reviewed. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. A girl's eye gets pretty much stabbed almost, and we're going to sit here and give her the benefit of the doubt with the history she has with Caitlin Clark and say that it was in a basketball play where we've never seen anything like that happen. But we watch multiple basketball games every single day, and we see people get hit in the eye, all that, but not when it's like this. So I'm just a little shocked. I am. I'm a little shocked at that take because it seems a little off. I feel like you're protecting Carrington when you know, and now you're trying to call out people trying to get views. I think Whitlock dropped a great video and dropped some great knowledge and told the truth. I mean, let's not act here. You made a video. We know what you're doing. Let's not. I'm a content creator as well. Let's not act like, you don't know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, buddy. Let's not try to call out Jason because he got the 300,000 views and it wasn't you. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. There's plenty of views out here on the market. Don't do that. So look, man, I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to keep this one nice, short, and simple. Please let me know what you guys think. I think the league should have did something about the situation. I think Caitlin Clark does hurt herself by being so passive aggressive, saying that it's a basketball play and it wasn't a personal foul. Because I think if that happened to anybody else and Caitlin Clark did it, they would be forcing a challenge, forcing a review, forcing anything possible to get Caitlin Clark ejected from the game or get a foul or flagrant. And that's where Chrissy Sides comes in. And Chrissy Sides, you should have been on the officiator's ass. Your player's down like that. You walk over there. You should have been yelling at the officials. So frustrating, bro. But look, man, I appreciate you guys. Let me know what you guys think about this. I'm going to catch you guys on the next video. Until then, I'm out.